What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Now in this video we're gonna switch gears a little bit and we're gonna be talking about making money on one of the online marketplaces, and this one is Fiverr. Now there's a lot of really nice opportunities on Fiverr that I'm gonna talk about for you to exploit, and this is available to pretty much anybody around the world, and these are really super easy. We're not going to be talking about opportunities where you actually have to do some, manual labor like a lot of Fiverr gigs are about, right? These are going to be very clever ways of making money so that you don't need to go out there and actually spend a lot of time in doing it. And in many ways, this is going to be a reseller thing. You're going to be taking a gig, somebody's going to be purchasing a gig from you, and you're going to go out and completing it using some of the tools that I'm going to be talking about. And this is an amazing way to have a little bit of extra income. And so you can basically use this as another income stream, right? Maybe it's not going to be one of your main income streams, but it's going to be an additional income stream in addition to your CPA and affiliate marketing methods. And so Fiverr is amazing, and I'm going to show you a couple of ways of making money. And there's a lot of other ways that maybe I'll cover in a future video if you're interested. But, so if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Let me know if you want to see this kind of content. And I'm going to talk about some of the other methods in addition to what I'm going to be covering today. So the first gig I want to show you is about making logos. Okay, so if you do something like this, if you go here and you do something like logo design as a query, you're going to see a lot of gigs, right? And so look at this one, starting at $50, starting at $70, starting at $80, starting at $25. Now, the first thing that you want to do is you want to get a feel for the market, right? You want to understand what kind of market, right? I'm seeing fairly high initial asking prices, right? 50, 70, 80. And this gives me the understanding that this is a fairly, it's not like for people on the cheap, right? It's not for people that are looking to spend $5. And that's actually a good thing, because if the asking price is 50, 70, 80, 65, even 170, 100, that means that it's attracting an audience that's willing to pay more, right? And that's a lot better if you basically search for something and all you see is $5 gigs. That means it's just not going to be applicable for what we're trying to do here. And this is something you have to understand. And so you can basically open these gigs and you can take a look. So let's say we open this gig just as an example of how it works so you have a better understanding. And so look at this. Now, there's a couple of things I want you to really pay attention. There's a lot of money in Fiverr. And the reason people are not making money in Fiverr is that they don't really know the details, okay? And some people are selling this as a course, and I'm going to tell you for free, right? I'm going to tell you what to look for. And so the first thing you have to look at is the reviews, right? This person has over 1,100 reviews, 1,110 as of this recording. And there are 64 orders in queue, okay? So that means there's a lot of demand. And so maybe this guy is really good, but for the most part, that means that, there's a lot of demand on Fiverr for quality design gigs, and that's a really good thing. The second thing you want to pay attention to is this box right here. This is where the different price tiers come in, and this is super important, because this is where you can make more money without putting in the extra work. And this is kind of the beauty of business, is that you can charge more money for a higher perceived value, as opposed to if you're working somewhere for an hourly wage, or you have a 9-to-5 job where you're getting paid regardless of what you do. So you could do great work, you're still getting paid, an X amount per hour or per year. But in this case, you can do something called price discrimination. And price discrimination is not like discrimination when it comes to different kinds of groups or people. It's not like that. It's completely different. What you're basically doing is you're discriminating on the kind of buyer. And what I mean by that is that some buyers they don't really care. They want 7 days delivery. They want 2 revisions. Other people, they want something like unlimited revisions, right? They may want 3 revisions, right? So it depends on what the buyer wants. And this is actually good, because if they want something quick, now you have to pay attention that, I want to bring your attention to this, is that for all of these price tiers, it's still 7 days delivery. And of course, this seller can actually decrease the amount to 5 days or 4 days to 2 days, right? But they're not doing it. They're basically they're adding some extra features, right? And Fiverr did it really nicely because they're basically listing all the benefits, all the features, but not all of them are selected. So you can see what you're missing out on. And I haven't seen this some time ago. This could be actually relatively new, and it's actually a really nice way to lure more people. So for instance, if I go from basic to standard, these light up, and then I go to premium, all of them light up, and limited revisions. This stays the same, which is fine. And so this is fantastic. This is where you make the most of your money, right? So even though he or she is charging $50, a lot of people, or well, not a lot of people, I think like a good percentage of people are picking this. So my guess would be 50% of people picking this, 25 are picking this, or maybe like 30% are picking this, and 20% are picking this. Or maybe 50, 40, 10, maybe the split, something like that, if I had to take an educated guess. And so this is pure profit, right? Even though it may cost him or her, the seller, right, $20, $30, this right here is pure profit. So you want to do this, right? The next thing you want to go is you want to scroll down. You can basically talk about your gig and things like that. And this guy is actually from Pakistan, right? So, if he's getting paid this amount and he has 64 orders on queue, he's making really good money, right, for his cost of living in Pakistan, right? Because this is even good money for somebody in the United States. So if you are from outside of United States, outside of the Western Europe and North America, right, where the salaries are not as high, you can actually make a really nice living. So this is how you set it up. Now you may have a lot of questions, and I'm going to be getting to them. But the second thing of this tutorial I want to cover is how do you actually design the logo? And obviously you can do it yourself, right? Maybe you want to do it yourself. Maybe you're a beginner. Maybe you know a little bit about logo design. That's fine. The second option is you can hire somebody else. So that is another option, right? So honestly, we do not know if this person is actually doing it themselves or they're hiring somebody. Now, the third option is my favorite option, and this is a great option, is you can basically go to a third-party site, right? So something like Logo Master AI. There's a bunch of other sites that I'm gonna be getting to a second. And the way you do it is you basically purchase a logo here. Now when I used to work with Fiverr and kind of I needed a logo done, I was purchasing logos. I wanted to figure out if there are other tools that I can purchase logo from these tools. These tools did not exist, so they're fairly new. They're relatively new, and they make it really, really easy to design a high-quality logo. Let me show you. So let's say I want to create a logo for my company, right? J Hustle Inc. or something like this. I basically type it in there. I press Create Logo, and right away I'm getting different ideas, different designs, right? This is an immigration logo. This is kind of like Design Studio. It has that very light feel to it. This is Visual Studios, right? And let's say I want personal branding, okay? Personal branding. I click on that, and then I can basically, it says pick at least 3 logos that you like. And so I pick this, and then I pick this. And these are all great logos. Like, I'm not an expert. I'm not a design person. Honestly, I don't really like design. I'm terrible at design, right? I tried learning Photoshop, and that's not for me. And all of these logos, they look really good. Like, I personally like this one. I like this one. So I'm actually pick this one. So actually I picked 4. So I'm going to deselect this one. I have 3. And I'm going to click on next. And then I can select the color, right? So we have green, we have orange, we have this. So let's say I like blue. Blue is my favorite color. And then I click next. And then I can, select some extra options, add an icon, and I can basically see the result. And then once I see the result, this is what it looks like. Now, this is a logo. It's not exactly a super professional logo, but, I don't know if you can get away. You probably won't be able to charge like, $200 for this logo. Just kind of my own thought, right? But it's a logo, right? And then you click on the logo and you can actually purchase it, okay? It costs money. And fortunately, it doesn't cost a lot of money, right? You click on buy, and we have basic $15, premium $35, enterprise $55. So maybe they have some kind of a volume discount for purchasing many logos. Maybe they don't. I don't really know. Maybe they have a plan. That is something for you to figure out. But even the basic logo is only $15. And if you go to these search results, you see that all of them are above $15. And that right there makes it worthwhile. It makes it profitable. It makes it into a business. Because if I only saw $5 everywhere, it's going to be very hard to turn a profit. But these are starting at 70, right? So even if I open this is a starting plan. Like, I would not be surprised if, okay, so it's only 70, which is a mistake. This person should have tiers, because there's always going to be people that are willing to pay more for more service, for faster delivery, for more options. So this is a big mistake not to do this. You always want to do that. Take it from me. People are going to, even like this information, people may charge you like extra money for this. Just take it from me. It's a good idea to do it. And so starting at 1,300, starting at 80, let's do this. Let's see if there's a kind of different tier. So you have 80, 160, 300. $300. Okay, so even like, like if you get it done on one of the sites, it's never gonna be that high, right? And obviously maybe $300, like, and for $300, it's the same logo. It's just they're giving you a source file, they're giving you a 3D mockup, they're giving you a vector file. So the logo is the same, right? It's just they're giving you the source code, which I would not be surprised if you can go out and get the source code as part of a package somewhere. All right, so that's kind of the thing. Now, there's a bunch of other sites, right? This is the first site, Logo Master. There's also another site called Free Pick, which is very similar. This is logo templates, vectors, and they're obviously going to give you a vector image. They're going to give you a PSD image, right? And they're giving you personal commercial. They're giving you an AI and EPS format. It's probably going to be a little bit extra, but it's not going to be $300, and you can basically capture the difference. Another site is Logo AI. It probably works very similarly. Like, we can check out the pricing they have there and to see what's going on. And so here's the pricing. It's $29 for the basic, $59 for the pro, and $99 for the professional, right? So, it really depends, right? You have to go out and you have to basically find what works for you. So you can charge, starting at $50, right? You see the market is there, right? So if you're wondering whether people are going to buy it, there's your answer. Like, don't go out and ask me this. It's right here, right? You might type something else and it could be $5 or $10, right? But, the market is basically dictating the asking price, the initial bid. And the initial ask is $7,400. Look at this, $400. Let's see what this is all about. $400. Okay, so they don't have tiers. They could have even made tiers, and they could have said 400, 500, 600, and people would still pay for that, right? This is called price discrimination, and it's a good thing, right? It's a good thing. This is kind of the way to do it. It doesn't have that negative connotation that you may be thinking about, okay? So this is the first method, right? And you can make some really good money here because as you can see, there are all these tools. You can outsource it. You can do it yourself if you want. But if in my case, in my opinion, the best way is either outsource it or basically just go use these tools that I'm talking about, right? And so now I want to show you a second method, okay? There's a lot of ways. There's a lot of these services. I want to show you a second service. So you can decide which one you want to do, okay? So the second service is going to be transcription, okay? So if you type transcription or data entry or something like this, you're going to see different services. So they have 5, 5, 5. They have 5. And so let's open one of these 5 transcription, right? This is for 10 minutes of service for $5, okay? So 1 hour is going to be $60, okay? So that's kind of what this is the basic plan. So remember, 1 hour is $60 times 6 times 6. So that means 1 hour is $30, okay? So $30 for 1 hour. Now, if we go to standard, it's $25 now, okay? Number of minutes. And then for premium, 60 minutes, $50. So it's almost, 60 minutes for $1. So 60 minutes for $60, almost, right? And so she's basically, this is kind of her plan. And as you could guess, there are tools that you can go out and do this. So one tool that I found, just a quick search, is called Speed Scriber, okay? So if you go into pricing of this tool, they're basically charging 30 minutes for $15. So for 1 hour, it's going to be $30, okay? For 1 hour, it's going to be $30, which is less than her premium plan, okay? And this is one of the more expensive tools, because they are basically, and remember, this is a tool. You don't have to do this. You're not going to be sitting down, and it's still the same price as what she's charging, okay? So she is basically charging for the premium $50 for 60 minutes. And for this tool, it's going to cost you for 60 minutes, it's going to cost you $30. So it's actually less than for premium. I believe this is the same price as the standard, right? $25 for 30 minutes, and this one is 30 minutes for $15. So it's even less than the standard. And how much was that basic plan? The basic plan was let's see, 60 minutes, $55. Okay, so it's actually the same thing. I don't really know. 10 minutes for $5. And what do we have here? 30 minutes. Let's go back. Let's go and see. So it's 30 minutes for 25. So it's the same thing. She just has extra features thrown in. So it's actually the same thing. So let me see. It's 30 minutes is $25, and here is 30 minutes, $15. So it's cheaper than all her plans. Okay, and this is actually one of the more expensive products, right? Because this is actually has really high quality transcription. So they're probably using some machine learning to do it really good. So I want to congratulate you on the game-changing product. So you can actually use this tool, and it's gonna cost you less than somebody who's a person. And obviously this person, it takes time for them to do it. Like it takes time. They can do it, it takes time, obviously, and you can do this automatically. Now let me show you another way. It's an absolutely free way to do this. And this is, if you go into Google Docs, it has a built-in way of doing it, right? You just go into tools, you type voice typing, right? I had it selected. You basically type voice typing, and you can basically click on this and look, testing this new tool. Let's see how it works. And so it got, in the previous example, it basically got everything except this one word, and it basically underlined that word. So it knows that it wasn't really sure about that word, so it is going to make mistakes from time to time, but this is absolutely free, right? So you can basically take a recording, play it next to your computer using your phone or something else, and it's going to start typing it, right? This is the free method. This is Google, so it works very, very well. Although in my opinion, I think this tool is probably going to be better. I haven't tested them side by side, but I have heard really, really good things about this tool. You can download the Mac OS app, and you can do it. And so here you are, and you can go out and you can basically type something like Speed Scriber, right? We can go back, we can type Speed Scriber versus, okay? And you're gonna get some more tools, some more ideas, right? They're gonna, you're gonna get a whole list. So I haven't done the research. I know this is a really good tool. I was recommended by somebody who knows what they're talking about. Somebody recommended me this tool, and you can go out and you can start with this. You can search other tools. You can basically go into Google Docs, and you can use that. It's really up to you. There's a lot of tools to do it. But my point is that you can make money using the first method, right? The logo design, graphic design, whatever you want to call it. And you can also make money using this, right? Provide high quality transcription services, right? $5, but remember, her $5 is for only like 10 minutes, right? If I increase it, if I do an hour, it's going to be 55. So it's roughly, it's a little bit less than $1 a minute. And you're going to be able to get it cheaper using the best tool out there. Obviously, there are a lot of other tools. You just have to experiment. And so here you go. I can talk about this all the way. I have some other ideas on Fiverr. So if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see some of these more tricks. But this is really cool. Now, I think your main question is, why would somebody go on Fiverr if they can go on those tools? Everybody's asking this question. I heard a lot of this pretty much in every business model. A lot of people are like, why would somebody go on Fiverr when they can just, skip the middleman, us, you and me, and basically go on another side? And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to give you a really good reason why would somebody go on Fiverr. When you go on Fiverr, well, number one is that people don't know about these other tools. I didn't know about these other tools until recently. I knew about Fiverr. Everybody knows about Fiverr. Or maybe not everybody, but at least, a lot of people know about Fiverr, especially in the United States. More people know about Fiverr than all these third-party tools. Why? Because it's easier to go on Fiverr, pay somebody, $60 for 60 minutes or $100 for a logo, and just get it done, right? It's a service. Okay, that's the first reason, right? It's just easier, right? Why do middlemen exist? Because it's easier to go to one person and just talk to them, and they can do it how they want to do it. And I deliver the service. It's just easier. It's less hassle. Nobody's going to go out and search for different tools, different methods, logo design tools. Nobody's going to, no, well, the majority of the people are just not going to do it. It's just too much hassle. The second reason is that it's easier to deal with a person. It's easier for me to go out and see somebody with, 232 reviews, 5 stars. I know this person, this woman is super reliable, and I would be happy to do it with her, right? She looks like a great person to do business with, right? She has really good reviews. She's delivering quality work, and so if I wanted a transcription, I would not hesitate to do it through her. In fact, honestly, if I don't know about these tools that exist, I can just ask her to do it, and I know without any doubt that she's gonna deliver stellar, exceptional work. And that's kind of how it works, right? So if you want to go out, you have to build a reputation. So that means maybe you're going to be doing things to break even. Maybe you're going to even lose a little bit. You have to build a reputation. This is probably what she did when she started out, right? She needed to build this reputation. She's a level 2 seller, completed at least 50 orders on time with a minimum 4.8 ratings, right? So this gives me additional assurance that this is a legit person. And so obviously it's easier for me to go to her than to go to some start reviewing sites and download a Mac OS app, right? It's a lot of work. And so if you want to get into business and make money on Fiverr, you have to basically shoulder all this work, right? You have to go out and do this work. And that's kind of how it works, right? That is the way this works. Now, there's a lot of other gigs on Fiverr. There's a lot of things, but I hope that my explanation and my video provided enough value for you to see the value in it, right? Now, if you still have questions, you're not sure about anything, and there's really, my view in life is there's no such thing as a bad question. There's only a bad answer. So in my opinion, there's no such thing. So if you have any questions, go out, let me know what you think. Let me know if you believe there's some good ways. Obviously, 5-10 years ago, it was just easier to go on Fiverr simply because I don't want to spend the time, right? I value my time. I want to, build businesses during my time. I don't want to basically trade my time for money. But now you can basically go out and use a tool like Logic AI, Logo AI, Logo Master AI, logoai.com, great name, right? I can use a tool that has come a long way and basically do all this, right? And so that is kind of what I wanted to talk about today. It's a little bit of extra money, a little bit of income stream, right? Maybe you're not going to become a millionaire using this method, but it's going to be an extra income stream because there's a business opportunity here, right? And who knows, if you do it long enough, maybe you build your own team, maybe you can build your own tools, and you can provide a great customer experience, and you're going to be using some third-party tools to do it. You can build a design agency, right? Go out, leave Fiverr altogether, and just create your own site, go on Bluehost below, set up your own site, and just do it your own way. And so opportunities are limitless here. What's important is that you're gonna have customers coming in simply because look at all these people. Look how many reviews they have, especially with the logo design. They had thousands of reviews. That means the demand is there, right, guys? So that is all I want to talk about in this video. If you enjoyed this video, you like the videos I'm making, you like what you're learning, at least if you learned something new in this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let me know what you think. Leave a comment. And I'm also running I'm running giveaways from all the time. So anytime you enter a comment, you're automatically accepted. Typically on weekends or before the weekend, at the end of the week, I'm going to be drawing random entries using a tool, a freely available tool, and you're going to see it on the channel completely live, fully transparent, and you're going to have a nice prize. So definitely like the video, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button if you want to see other videos. Let me know if you have any questions. I answer all questions. And again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.